Welcome to tonight's sleep story, where we will meander our way through a glorious moonlit park as we allow our mind and body to slow down in preparation for sleep. I stood there beneath the majestic dark sky that had what seemed like millions of stars dancing their way through the evening sky as they rejoiced in the goodness of the universe. My eyes wandered over the vastness as the moonlight gently and lovingly caressed the smile that was beaming on my face. The golden, magical moonbeams gently reached out and welcomed the world to bask in its beauty. There wasn't a single cloud in the sky to obscure the view of the man in the moon. He glowed a majestic creamy white as his full face smiled down upon us. It was pure magic. I love spending time gazing at the moon. It's calming in a world that is overrun with exhaustion. Doing the things that we love to do, responding to the needs and demands of those around us, and being sure that we are bringing our best self to each day doesn't always leave us the time to simply stroll through the park on a night where the full moon leads the way. Tonight was different. I had decided earlier in the week, when I saw the full moon was going to be this evening, that I would make time to allow peace to engulf my entire being. I wanted the joys of the day to be noticed instead of passing me by. I wanted my heart and spirit to be rejuvenated. I wanted peace to follow me even after my evening walk in the park. There were very few people out and about this evening. The world was quiet and calm. The leaves and branches of the trees swayed in sync with the whispers of the wind. I decided to step off of the path for a moment and remove my shoes so that I could feel the coolness of the earth on my feet. I needed this time of reconnection, this time to be firmly grounded and rooted as I connected with the earth. The grass was silky soft and neatly kept. The hedges and brushes were trimmed with precision and care. A few rustic lampposts remained, but most had been replaced with modern ones. The area was still beautiful and majestic. I continued my way through the dimly lit park and saw a young couple sitting together on the ground, pointing up to the sky. I imagined in my mind that he was showing her all of the constellations in the sky as they waited patiently for that one shooting star to scamper across the night sky so that they could make a wish together. I journeyed on through the park, making a mental note that I had not noticed any creatures roaming in the area, for which I was very thankful. I could see a fountain in the distance that sprayed the water into the air over and over again. The light was on, and upon closer inspection, the fountain base was full of coins. I smiled in wonderment at the many wishes each coin represented. How many people wished peace upon this world? Others that may have wished for a child to bless their household. Some wishing for a cure for their sickness. Then the children and their worry-free wishes. I gazed into the fountain as I imagined a small red-headed girl running up to the fountain, giddy with delight. Beautiful freckles lined her cheeks and nose. Her crystal blue eyes light up the night. She is bouncing up and down as she waits for her shiny coin. She finally gets the treasured coin that can unlock all of her dreams and holds it securely between both thumbs and both index fingers as she smiles and adores this treasure. Still smiling, she closes her eyes, makes her wish, and then, with all the joy her little body can hold, she tosses the coin into the fountain, assured that her wish for tacos to rain down from the sky will happen soon, maybe even that very day. I smile to myself as I see her skipping away, happily giggling and chatting about her wish. As I stand there, gazing into the fountain, I think about the little girl who lives in me and how she has not been free to enjoy the carefree days and adventurous nights in a long time. How she had not picked up a magic blowing flower, or dandelion as the adults refer to it, and with one breath, or sometimes two, made all the magic float into the sky so that the children's wishes all over the world would come true. How she never stops to enjoy the rain as it falls from the sky, covering the earth with silvery wonder, which produces the most wonderful puddles to run through. How she never stops to admire the rainbow after the storm anymore, that it's usually a nod of the head and on to the next thing. Every day, the promises of life, the gifts of the universe flow around us, and our inner child wants to play and enjoy it as much as possible. But the responsible adult too often says no, as there are more important things to attend to. What is more important than magical blowing flowers and splashing in puddles? My inner child inquires of me. Well, there are responsibilities that simply cannot be ignored. I gently remind her. Will they not be there after we are done playing? Will they disappear? She asked in a very respectable manner. I knew the little girl in me had been right. The things that are important to adults won't vanish just because we take some time to run through the rain or splash in the puddles. They won't vanish because we took a late night stroll through a moonlit park and spent time gazing into a wishing fountain. Everything that needs my attention will still be right there, waiting patiently for me to attend to them. Sure as the sun would rise, I would get the things on my list done, and probably even more. So, why not? Why not take some time to make a wish at the fountain? Why not allow the moon's milky glow to bathe me in all its goodness? Why not continue my stroll through the park until I feel rested and restored even? Why not? My inner child gently nudged me. I responded most seriously. You cannot be serious. She grinned and began clapping her hands in pure delight. No, I whispered, we honestly shouldn't. Before I knew it, she had dragged me to the fountain and we were dancing in the water, kicking the water up with our bare feet, splashing, laughing, and giggling. The night breeze, mixed with the earthy aroma, swirled all around us, boosting our spirits even more. The water splashed on my cheeks and face, and instantly I was transported back to a slower, simpler time in life. Precious childhood days without a single worry in the world. I reached down and scooped up the water and threw it up to the moon. I'm almost certain he smiled and winked at me as a thank you. I don't know how long we were running around in the magic wishing fountain. Time seemed to stand still. After my heart was fully refreshed, I grabbed my shoes and my inner child, and I started walking back to the house. We laughed, talked, and giggled all the way home. As I approached the door, she began to grow quiet, almost sad. I asked her what was wrong. Did something happen? And she said that she didn't want to say goodbye. She didn't want to be alone again. She begged me not to walk through the door. I gently reassured her that never again would she be alone, that we would pick several magic blowing flowers when they came out. We would stop and smell the roses when we passed by them. And if we were not going anywhere of importance, we would always splash in puddles that were near us from now on. Yes, life would still have responsibilities that needed to be met, and things that required my attention. But now, my inner child would always be there, helping me to make sure I enjoy the joys of the day, the little moments that slip away unnoticed, and remind me of the magic of wishing fountains. She nodded that she understood and smiled a huge smile as she asked, "Are there any tacos left?" I laughed as I closed the door behind us and headed to the kitchen for a late night snack. I stood there beneath the majestic dark sky that had what seemed like millions of stars dancing their way through the evening sky as they rejoiced in the goodness of the universe. My eyes wandered over the vastness